Oh, this is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Where are we off to next? Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermon's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Not good.
Oi there, friend! All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got? My thanks, sir. I've been holding off service on account of all. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead. Splendid! Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice. And each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see? In case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to... But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that... Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
'Tis a glorified errand we've been given, but we'd best see to it all the same. We're to see this letter to Sir Lennart in Melve. Shall we board the ox cart as directed?
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
Wearing armor all day feels like a punishment.
Off we trot.
Nary a dental scratch on my arms and armor.
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Oh, I've got to keep moving, lest I fall asleep.
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
I've been on my feet.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell us there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Should I get up to today?
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now.
I've got to focus. My ship.
Oh. What does this say?
Let's have a look then.
Justice shall
You'll not live to regret this.
My own master must hear of this tactic.
Now that is a surprise.
I have but 2 words for that performance. Utter perfection.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift.
I've got to focus. Special food.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? I am deeply familiar with this region. You can count on me to guide you. Monsters have set upon someone in the vicinity. Leave it to me. I know precisely where we're headed. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Shall we make our way there and...
I have a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds.
Saurians!
Fire's fury shan't be abated.
Well then.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. We have arrived. We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard in Melv. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I see you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
Shall we set it rolling?
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard in Melv. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Over here, if you please.
I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
No challenges beyond our combined might.
Right you are.
Twould seem we have all we need to hand. Over here, if you would.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
What good will come of this?
My bed calls and I shan't resist.
I'm about ready.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Rest all of my equipment. Oh.
How was travel time?
I'll take some.
We have reached our destination.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Arrived at last.
Wearing armor all day.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Let me know what you need. Might have just the thing. Pleasure doing business with you.
A good day to you. Well, this simple.
Hail, if you've a moment to spare. As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from an... What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village, though they're yet to cause any... I'd prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurian...
Saurians are monsters of fearsome strength, 'tis true. But I've yet to meet a foe that explosive casks can't scatter.
True enough. Have you need of me?
Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him. Yet if aught to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen. The brave fool said he was going to... I'll go and search for him myself. I'm not afraid of monsters. But so I thought, mayhap you go in my place. Please, sir. I want many thanks. Go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind, but my brother and I are the only ones who use... I suppose there's only one... I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. I'll need you to watch over me. Keep me... Right.
We ought not to dawdle when our aid is sorely needed.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
It's been a hard day.
Where are you going? Seems naught ever goes right. I don't like this place at all. This is a good spot. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught it. Follow me.
As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance you ought to let a few things go.
right.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
Can anyone hear me? Please!
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I'd thought I was done.
Ah, it was a near thing.
I think I'll be all right. But
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
from where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, the sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who...
Ah, you'll hear no complaints from me.
Let us proceed with caution, keeping an eye on our charge at all times.
There I see it. We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
I've an inkling this place will yield a rarity or two.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? I am deeply familiar with this region. You can count on me to... Understood. I shall lead the way. Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. Over here, if you please.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
This is a very steep slope, Master. One can slide down it, but not climb back up. Or try to proceed. Here we are.
It was a glad thing to find Sir Norbert in good health. Shall we get him back to Melve? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Slide down and join me, Master.
This is rather thrilling. Here, if you please. You're having trouble keeping up? No matter. I shall wait for you, as long as it takes. Follow me.
This way. Back at last.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've...
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous, and I was right. My brother is always the one taking the initiative. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer... We managed to save Norbert. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instinct.
Sorian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his brother just as much.
How might I aid you, sir?
We're to see this letter to Sir Lennart in Melve. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Here at last.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion.
Shall we report back now? The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Ah, yes, I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Could you come over here?
Some of our foes are proficient at ranged attacks. They will prove most troublesome if not dealt with swiftly.
Very well, I must.
When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame.
You'll not live to regret this.
That is heads. Know your limits.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle? I'm ready to attack, Master. Might I be of assistance? I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defense. Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
Right, just follow me. This way, if you please, Master.
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
'Tis the Arisen's choice to make. I certainly would like the chance to. You've got the enemy right where I need them, Arisen. Don't let up.
A wise. Employ an ox cart and save our strength.
'Tis no great shock to me.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Ain't got the foggiest.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
We're here.
And
You've written. Splendid. The cart reached its destination, safe and sound, and...
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see. You know, harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
true enough.
How intriguing. That's it! I've had enough!
But I've got the coin, I swear.
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all...
'Tis uncommon for a lad of his age to be unable to shop on his own. Mayhap we ought to lend him a hand, Master.
Oh, forgive my bold. Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid. A trinket in yon shop caught my... Alas, 'twould seem I do... I can certainly procure the gold later, but if you'd be kind enough to let... Yes? Is there aught I can... Are you sure? Oh, many thanks. I shall repay you anon.
Not you again! I thought I'm...
Ah, but...
Oh. Well... I.
My thanks.
He seems a young man of decent character. I believe his promise to repay you was a genuine one.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
'Tis the time of day when cities and towns hum with the rhythms. I'll serve with redoubled vigor.